Allora, abbiamo in linea questa sera per le interviste di Mystery Tour un ospite davvero speciale che abbiamo già avuto qui a Mystery Tour. Stiamo parlando di Mr. Hugh Cornwell. Hey Hugh, how are you going?
Hello there. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
So, March the 29th, Hugh Cornwell in Italy.
Yes, this is a nice surprise.
Yeah, that's
It's 3 years since I was playing in Italy, and it's too long. I would like to be coming more than every 3 years. So hopefully this will start regular visits.
yeah. And what should the audience expect from your gig in Reggio Emilia?
Well, this is going to be a new performance because my new record, Totem and Taboo, has been released now in Europe. I can enjoy playing all this record, but I'm going to mix it with all the Stranglers' big hits that people know me for. So it's going to be a half and half, like they have in America. 50% of the songs are going to be the old hits, and the other half is going to be I'm going to play the whole of the new record, Totem and Taboo, and it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it because there's a lot of good songs.
Yeah, definitely. And when I listen to songs like A Street Called Carol, and or even the old album Hooverdam, I think that traveling is very important as an inspiration for your songs. Isn't that true?
Well, yeah, I do like traveling. I have to admit. I think it's because my attention my attention is not very good. I find it difficult to stay with attention on one thing. So because my mind, it wanders. After I stay in one place for some time, I want to go somewhere else, and so I get this constant. Even at home, I do not stay at home for very long because I start to lose my attention. So I have to go somewhere. So it's part of my life now. This journey, and it helps to give me ideas for new songs, and I meet new people. It's all. I'm constantly reinventing my life,
Yeah, definitely. And there is an amazing song named God is a Woman on the last album.
Oh, I'm glad you like this song.
In the early Christian era, there was some, theology, some philosophy about the feminine side of God. Did you know that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's something that a lot of people forget this. Because the Bible was probably written by men, and so it's all men orientated to man, and the woman gets forgotten. But it's the source of everything. So really, it makes sense that there should be a stronger female side to God than the male side.
And then, of course, Mr. Sigmund Freud and Totem and Taboo, the title track.
Yeah, the book Totem and Taboo by Sigmund Freud. It was a book that my parents had. So when I was a little kid growing up, I used to see this book in the bookshelf, and because of the word taboo, I did not take it out. I thought it's almost like saying "do not touch me," and so I grew up when I was a kid with this thing in my head, Totem and Taboo, and then I read it about 10 years ago, and it was a very interesting book. But the title, it stayed with me, and I thought that it would make a good title for something, for something I was doing, and it seems to work with these songs.
Yeah, definitely. And you wrote a self-biography and the book The Stranglers Song by Song, and you already told me 3 years ago about this as a self-therapy. Isn't that true?
That's absolutely correct. It's everything. Every music I make, everything I write, it's all self-discovery. like all artists are trying to discover who they are, and they do it by what they do. And so it's a constant search for oneself through the things that you create. So that's why I'm always trying to create things, because I'm trying to find out who I am.
And what does it mean for you being having been a strangler?
Well, that was a very productive part of my life. I learnt a lot of things. I did not. I was learning how to play on stage, how to work in the studio, how to connect with the audience. Lots of things I was learning for that period of time. So I look back with very good memories of this time as a period of learning.
Yeah, and how did your scientific background, influence your music, your lyrics?
I don't know if it influenced my lyrics. It's definitely influenced the way I lead my life. I mean, I am very careful of what I eat, what I take into my body for food, because of my training, in the biology and the chemistry. So it affects that. I don't know if it affects my writing really.
So now, what's the future, the immediate future for Hugh Cornwell promoting the album?
Yeah, I'm very pleased. This year started very good. We've got we have a lot of performances scheduled now for the year 2013. More this year than I've ever had before. So much in advance. I'm going to be playing in a lot of places this year, and we are now planning to go to America with Totem and Taboo in April and May this year. And I've just started. I have my second novel out now with the publishers. It's called Arnold Drive. It's a religious basis. This book, and I've just started another novel which I was working on just now the last month, and I've made a good start to that. So there's a lot of things coming, creative things. I'm still looking for myself.
Yeah, and what about the lineup of the album? It was like a slightly different lineup. No Caroline Campbell on bass on the album.
Yeah, it's a slightly different lineup. I mean, Chris Bell is playing drums, but I wanted to create the rhythm section that played on my first real solo album, which was called Guilty, and that was Steve Fishman, Steve Lawrence he was called then, Steve Fishman and Chris Bell, and so I was very pleased to get Steve to play on the record. So for me, it was a reuniting of the basic band from Guilty. So I was very happy to get them. But Caroline will be playing live in Italy. She's going to be available because Steve lives in America. Okay. And it's not always possible to bring him over to play the live concerts, but for this show in Italy, Caroline is going to be playing, which is good. She's a great player.
Yeah. Okay. So one, final message for the Italian fans of Hugh Cornwell, which will be hopefully in Reggio Emilia at Corallo to see you.
What a final message! Yeah. A final message. Well, I've got great sympathy for all the people that have been affected by the earthquake that happened at Modena, and hopefully together we can build some good spirits for the rebuilding this evening that I'm going to come and spend there with you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And now let's listen to a song from Totem and Taboo. Which one and why?
What, you want me to choose?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, I think it has to be the song we were talking about, which is God is a Woman.
God is a woman. We sing our hymns to her, bring frankincense and myrrh, singing to the earth mother. Get your punishment on the judgment day. If you don't treat her right, you're sure gonna pay. God is a woman. I'll take your dollar, it's a surefire bet. She's been in charge and that's as good as it gets. Don't try to argue and don't be upset that God is a woman.